Hi to everyone. Let us study a poem by Kamala Das. Have you heard of Kamala Das? Yes. Actually, her pen name is Madhavikkutti. Actually, she is a Malayalam poetess, versatile writer. Her mother also was a famous Malayalam poetess by name, Nalappat Balamaniyamma. So she's a famous poetess in Malayalam. Okay, belonged to Kerala, and our Kamala Das wrote in Malayalam as well as very famous poems in English too. And I myself studied her poems when I was a postgraduate student of English literature. Okay, that means serious poems are there. See, she wrote very serious poems, but here we are going to discuss a thought-provoking, but a simple poem by our Kamala Das, My Mother at 66. So she pays tribute to her mother as well as all the mothers of the world, is it not so? So we often forget the services rendered by our parents, especially our mother. Okay, now coming back to our Kamala Das, she always wrote from her heart. She was too sentimental, and her autobiographical collection of poems there actually Nirmadalam Poothapol, and a long history is there about our Kamala Das. She was married when she was only 15 to so much elder than her, above 30 he was when she was married, and she had to go with him to his place of work in Bengal, etc., to many places. She stayed in many places, not in Kerala, her native place, and traveled in many places too. And she struggled a lot at that time. She had no time to write during the day, and what happened? She had to do all household chores or duties. In the night only she was able to write and express herself. All her inner feelings she used to express through these poems. And she wrote a good lot of poems. And after the death of her husband, she was again isolated. Children were grown up, and she felt lonely, and she wanted to marry in her old age once again. She really wanted to marry, and for the sake of that, it is believed that she became a Muslim to marry once again. It is believed that she was in love with someone from the community. To marry him, she had to change her religion, and she changed her name also into Kamala Surya. But that marriage never took place. They were in good friendship for long, but that real marriage never took place. Yes. So, Kamala Das from 1934 to 2009. Okay, 1934 to 2009. Okay. You see, born in Malabar, the northern part of Kerala. You see, she is recognized as one of India's foremost poets. Okay, let us come to the poem proper. So she in simple words narrates the things that she experienced once. Driving from my parents' home, she simply narrates what really happened or what is happening. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin Airport in Kerala. Last Friday morning, It was last Friday morning. I saw my mother beside me by the side of. They were traveling in a car and going to Cochin to catch the flight. So I saw my mother beside me dozing means nodding, short sleep, taking a short sleep. Not sleeping actually out of her tiredness, ill health. She was dozing. Open mouthed. Her mouth was open. Her face ashen like that, as white as ash. Yes, of a corpse, and realized with pain. I realized with pain that she is as equal as a corpse or dead body. That means, though some life is there in that body, she is somewhat as equal as dead. So we are all like that once when you reach the age of 85 or 80 above. We are as equal as dead. Just life is there inside. We cannot do our own things, personal things. Someone should be there to help us. He is as equal as dead. So for the first time she noticed that my mother is just like a corpse or a dead body. That pain came into her heart. My dearest mother is as equal as a dead body or a corpse. And realized with pain, I realized for the first time in my life, I realized that my mother is as equal as a dead body. That she was as old as she looked. She looked so old. She is as old as, as she looked. As is comparison, as like and old. Simile, simile and metaphor, comparison between two things, isn't it so? Take an example. My love is like a red rose. Yes, a lover going to his lady love and offering a flower, red flower, and he is telling to her that, oh dear, my love is like a red rose, just like this red rose, my love is. Comparison. Okay, now? Yes. So, compared to, she was as old as she looked. She seemed very old. She is as old as she looked. She seemed to be. But soon put that thought away. Purposefully, I did not want to see my mother in such a way as a dead body, etc. I wanted to keep that thought away. In order to keep that thought away, and looked out at young trees sprinting. I looked out, through the window of the car. I looked out and I saw, young trees sprinting. Means running away. So when you are traveling in a train or in a car, you seem to be sitting quiet and all the things outside running away from you. Trees and all the things. Is it not so? Yes, I felt young trees running away. Actually, the opposite. Okay now. It's an illusion of our eyes. Okay now. We feel we are sitting quiet, still, and other things are all running away. Actually, we are moving and others are standing still. Yes, I felt the trees are running away. The merry children spilling out of their homes. Children coming out from their homes and playing on the roadside, green pastures, etc. Yes, that greenery scene, I saw everything so green and children playing. They are at the morning of their life. And I am middle-aged and my mother is at the evening of her life. See, comparison, life comparison. I saw small children playing, green grass, everything fresh, new, alive and full of life outside. But inside, my mother is as equal as a dead body. So anyhow, I wanted to change the thought of my mother in such a way. I realized for the first time that she is as old as she appears to be. Yes. So I looked outside, I saw children playing, merry children spilling out of their homes. But after the airport security check, so we reached the airport. So this thought was in my mind, my mother is really old. Is it not so? Yes, standing few yards, away. So standing little away from her, I looked again at her. Once again I looked at her. See, parents always, think of their children. So when they see a child just like his or her child, he will always think or she will always think of, oh, my child is like this, of this age, just like this. But how many children think in such a way? My mother is like this, my father is like this, my grandmother is like grandmother, grandfather, they are like this. Do they think like that? Never. They don't. Once they are grown up, the thought of their parents, family may not come to their mind very often. Yes, it may not come to their mind very often. That is why even our poetess, Kamala Das, she cared her children very well and took care of them. Everything was settled. They became rich, settled. Everything is okay. But she was alone in her life. She was isolated. Life still has to go on now. Because children are married and sent away in good atmosphere or a good position, their life does not end there. Parents' life, grandparents' life, their life does not end there. It has to go on. That is really the reason why she wanted to marry in her old age. Really, she was very old. Okay, now she wanted to marry. Okay, did it not take place? Another question. Okay, so we should not isolate parents or grandparents in their old age. Yes, mother is a gift of heaven. That's a message the poem has to give us. Parents, especially mothers. See, incarnation of love. A mother is an incarnation of love. She lives for her children. But very often they are discarded and disregarded in their old age. Yes, I looked again at her. Once again, I looked towards my mother. Wan, pale, colorless, wan. You see, pale as snow. As a late winter's moon. See, during the season of winter, moon is not very often visible. Is not so? Very pale also. Not colorful. That brightness of the moon that we see always in the sky would never be there. In the same way, compare that moon with our mother. Poetess mother. Her color, her life is almost over. Colorless life. Okay, na? Going to fade. Going to wither away. At the evening of her life, she is just like the winter's moon. She is. Yes. And felt that old familiar ache. Once again, I felt that old familiar ache. Ache also pain. Is it not so? Outward pain only we say I have a pain on my hand or leg. But head ache, stomach ache, different kinds of pains. Is it not so? Agony of death, pangs of childbirth, prick of conscience, all pain of different kinds and types. So once again I felt that ache of separation. Look at a child, in his or her childhood days, he or she always wants to be with the mother. She will cling, to the mother, and she will never leave his or her mother. She will catch the hand and mummy or amma. Is it not so? So this fear was always with her, that I would be separated from my mother, which she never wants. A child will always have the fear that, she might be separated from her or his mother. That pain came back to me once again, that I will be separated. This time, the separation might be forever and forever. That fear which I had Long ago, from the childhood onwards, I had this fear that I might be separated. That separation is only momentary or for the time being, but that also she could not accept, or she was not able to adjust with, come to terms with. But now the real pain has come, the ache has come that she might be separated once and forever. Once again, what is a familiar ache? The ache of separation. In childhood, she never wanted to be away from, separated from her mother. That thought of separation is coming back to her once again. What does that see once again? My childhood's fear. In my childhood, I had the fear that I might be separated from my mother. Yes, that was there with me, in me, always in my life, which I never wanted to. Means I never wanted to be away from, separated from my mother. All children would be like that. They would always want to be with their mother. Is it not so? Yes. Children always want to be with their mothers. Okay, my childhood's fear. Yes, that pain came back to me once again. And I was in a way worried whether I might be separated from my mother. But all I said was, but I did not say anything of that kind. It was there in my mind, but I did not speak it out. Though it was there in my mind, all I said was only this. See you soon, Amma. Amma, I pray, I wish that we would meet again. Mother, Amma, mother, I pray, I wish that we would meet you soon again. Though she knew very well that her mother won't last for long, what she said, with the pain in her heart, with the fear of separation in her heart, she said only this, Amma, mother, see you soon, expect that we would meet you soon. All I did was smile, smile and smile. With the pain in my heart, hiding the pain in my heart, I smiled, knowing very well that she may not live for long. The real separation might come at any moment from now on. Keeping that pain inside, hiding it and not revealing it, I smiled, smiled and smiled, and bid farewell to my mother, telling, Amma, see you soon, Amma. Yes, see you soon, Amma. So in a way, it's a tribute paid to her mother as well as to all the mothers. Because mothers are a gift or blessing of God given to mankind. I hope the poem is clear to you. Thank you for watching the video. For more updates, subscribe to the channel SGK English.